Hey guys, what's going on? It's Micah. I'm apologizing for how many videos I've been posting lately. Um, that being said, this is a serious video. I need to talk about self-harm. So here's your warning. If you are uncomfortable talking or listening to someone talk about self-harm, please don't watch this video. If you're someone that is currently self-harming, you should watch this video. Okay, so, as you guys know, I'm Micah. I'm 19, transgendered, great. Before I figured myself out, I identified as a lesbian. It was just easier for me to do that. It's kind of a way of, I don't know, I guess hiding myself. So, all through, I think I came out as a lesbian when I was 11 years old. For real. I'm not kidding. And that was really difficult. I got a lot of shit for it, like a lot of shit. Because at 11, 12 years old, most people don't understand that. Yeah. It was a bad choice on my part, I think, but hey, I did it. So, everyone's immature at that age. They're all jackasses, and I went through a lot of shit. Around the age of 12, I think, is when I started cutting. Pretty much was introduced to it through a show called Degrassi. I'm not blaming the show for it. But I did see it on Degrassi, and I knew a few people who were doing it themselves, and they said it felt great. So, being 12 years old, you're rather impressionable still, and I was struggling with depression and anxiety and self-identity issues. So I kind of just was like desperate for a way out of that. So I started cutting, and I got dragged into it and dug myself a great big hole. I have counted the scars on my body that I have from cutting, and I have over 200 scars. I do not regret cutting myself. Because I'm past it now and I haven't cut in like 3 or 4 years, and I don't ever plan on doing it again, and it has no appeal to me. I've come to terms with it just being part of who I was and who I have been, and it just being a reminder of how I've progressed and moved forward from those really bad places that I've been. So when people ask me, do I regret cutting, and, do I regret all the scars that I have? No, I don't. I wish I would have asked for help sooner, but I don't regret any of it, because I think living with regrets is kind of shitty, personally. I try to live without regrets, so it's not always the easiest thing, but I honestly think it just makes you a happier person when you're not sitting and regretting shit you've done, years and years ago. The reason I'm making this video is because I was, someone confided in me that they were self-injuring, and they asked me what they should do. And that's always a tough question, because there are a lot of people who self-injure and they don't want to ask for help. It's difficult. It's difficult to be like, hey, mom, dad, whoever your guardian is, someone that, anybody, you know, anyone that you can confide in. It's hard to say, hey, I've been cutting myself, or I've been burning myself, or, you know, just injuring myself, hurting myself, to feel better. It's hard. It is. I know. They asked me how I helped myself, and to be honest with you, I didn't. I was in my freshman year of high school, so I was 14 years old, and I was going to school at a Catholic high school. I was kind of like trying to change myself, and I didn't know anybody, and I barely had friends. I had like a handful of friends because I was super emo. Like, I just hated everybody. I just wanted nothing to do with, you know, a majority of the world. So I met a friend of mine, and she had caught a glimpse of, you know, some healing cuts, and she didn't tell me, but, you know, she didn't confront me about it, but instead she told someone at the school, like an adult, someone at the school. I don't know if it was a teacher or someone else, but I know she told a staff member about it. And at that point, I was super pissed. I was so angry. And they didn't tell me who did it, but I know who did it. And she told me that she had done it, you know, a couple years after. And so initially I was really pissed. But to be honest with you now, I can't tell you how grateful I am that she did that. She could have been putting our friendship on the line. You know, I could have been like, hey, I don't want to be your friend anymore. But she helped me, and like I said, I can't be more grateful for that. As much as it kind of seems like it's embarrassing to get help, in the long run, you won't regret it. I swear to you. Like I said, I haven't cut in like 3 to 4 years, and I have no want to do. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm not triggered by things anymore. I just kind of, you know, whatever. It just doesn't bother me anymore because I don't feel the need to do it. If you guys even want to see, like, I painted these when I was like super depressed. Like, this says all alone, and it's like hella bloody. Well, it's not real blood, obviously, it's paint. And then this thing here, under Kat Von D. So I know what it's like to be depressed. But that shouldn't stop you from getting help, because sometimes people can just get out of it themselves, but a majority of the time you need professional help, and you need support to get out of it. And as much as it sucks asking for help, you really should. I swear to you, you will not regret it. After going and getting help myself and going to therapy for so many years, I am just overall grateful for the existence of mental health professionals. I don't know what I would do without them, and without the support of the people around me. I can tell you that personally I took up writing poetry and writing in general. I also took up playing music, writing music. I also just kind of took up photography. And yeah, I figured myself out in therapy, and if like, I swear to you, I'm not trying to like plug for a therapist, but like, it really did help me, and that was the best advice that I could give my friend who asked. Like, just try to get into a therapist or a counselor or something. If you're in high school, your best bet might be to go to your school counselor. If you're in college, a lot of colleges have counseling centers. I know for a fact that my counselor, or my counseling center at Roosevelt, I believe offers 10 sessions for free. So, even if they can't be there for you the whole year, they can point you in the right direction. So, that's 12 minutes of rambling. So, yeah. I figured I would share my story with you guys, and, since I've been doing that already, so, go get help. And if you're not comfortable with doing that just yet, like I'm always saying, you can always talk to me. I know that you don't know me, but feel free to talk to me, really. Like, I'll post my Ask box for my Tumblr on here, the link to it, to my Ask box. Even if you don't have a Tumblr, you can send me messages. If you don't have a Tumblr, you're gonna have to ask anonymously. And if you ask anonymously, it's not, there's no way to notify you that I answered your question. So it'll end up being shown on my Tumblr, but it's anonymous. So if you really want to talk to me, I'll post that link. I can also give you my Facebook, so you guys can talk to me through there too, if you feel more comfortable just sharing messages back and forth. Sometimes I'm willing to give my phone number out to people, so, yeah, I am going into therapy, so, like, I'm gonna be a therapist, so, I try to, at least be a shoulder for someone to lean on when they need it, while I'm working on getting my degree to be a professional counselor, therapist, whatever. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys later, and stay strong.